So welcome, Alberto. Sportium's had massive success and growth over recent years, but before you give us the secret sauce, how does it feel to have ICE back here again in your hometown of Barcelona?
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be interviewed by you here in this fantastic show. It's great having this show in Barcelona. It's great. You know, I've been so many years traveling to London for the show. I remember Earl's Cart, Excel Exhibition Center. Now it's just coming from our stand in Hall 3. It was packed. It was fantastic. A lot of people. Very proud of our stand, colorful, full of technology. We also have presence in the iGB. So I was thinking on old times when I was going to London to the ICE. ICE was smaller. The online business represented a very small space at the in the early times, many years ago, and how it's been growing and growing and growing. It's impressive. And operators, providers, they have developed and embraced cutting edge technology and leading innovation. It's very inspiring, and having this in my hometown. I've been 30 years in this industry, so yeah, feels great and very proud of that.
Does having ICE in your hometown put a little bit of extra pressure on to put on a show?
No, extra stress because we like hosting people. We are welcoming people, welcoming company as well. So we love having all these people from abroad visiting us. But our stress is a positive stress about wanting to do the right thing. And since we have grown internationally, so we get more and more, people we know and stakeholders, partners, and people we collaborate with abroad that are coming to this fantastic show. So yeah, we stress, but happy to be stressed on that perspective.
The sector's undergone massive changes, and it's exactly the same for Sportium, which has, grown exponentially over the last 5 years. What are the key factors that have led to that growth and success?
Well, I don't know how long is the interview, but if I had to explain all the insights that would explain how we've been growing for the last years, it would take a lot, and I would be delighted to disclose plenty of details and stories. But let me try to be, to summarize some key ideas that are key for us.
Yeah.
Or to have this exponential growth we had in the last years. First of all, we have developed a very successful and solid omni-channel business. Originally in Spain, in very highly regulated markets such as Spain and also in Italy. It was a very specific type of business. We combine online and retail in a very effective way, customer-centric, a lot of innovation, and data-driven. And all that took a while, and it took us, 18 years to find the right measure of all the ingredients to succeed. So that was the starting point to push our organic growth. But yeah, we've grown more than 30% annual during these years. And that's, organically it's very difficult to achieve that. So we had to combine that with inorganic growth. So we did acquisitions, selective acquisitions, M&As, that were contributing to our portfolio, and we were also contributing, adding value there. Overall, we had to be able, and I think that is something that distinguishes us from other international operators, that we were putting a lot of strong local operation to customize and to adapt all our products, our communication, everything around, to feed with the local customers in every country. That's something we learned. The customer is very different. They relate differently with sports. They relate differently with gambling. And we did a very good job adapting and customizing in every region. So yeah, organic, inorganic, localization. I would say those are three key elements. And above all, it wouldn't be possible if we were not part of a big group like Thirsa Group, Thirsa Corporation, that were providing us with, top professionals in all levels, financially, all the services, controls, and massive knowledge of the countries where we are now, massive land-based distribution in those countries. So altogether made, kind of the perfect recipe.
You mentioned the localization. How important is it to have boots on the ground that know those markets?
Very much. Here in the show, people are asking me about LATAM. And they're asking me about LATAM, like LATAM is one country and LATAM is a whole, obviously, continent. But every country in LATAM is a different story, different culture, different, even if it's the same language, basically, but, the different words, the different nuances on the language, and the different appetite in terms of sports and gambling. It is so different. It's not only payment methods and local leagues, which something you would think from outside, far away. That's enough to localize. It's much deeper than that. So we have very strong local teams to feed the local sensitivity and the local audiences.
People say Brazil is basically it's a continent within a country.
Yeah. And probably every state in Brazil is a different story as well.
What role do sports partnerships play in your strategy?
Sports partnerships has been key since the beginning. Then when we started, when we were only a Spanish operation, a Spanish business, we were 7 years sponsoring La Liga.
Yeah,
and it was the La Liga. If you remember, or people remember La Liga when Messi and Ronaldo were at their at the prime, competing head to head. So sports partnerships provide us not only with the brand recognition, but the emotional connection with the audience and putting our brand in the middle of these crazy times and fantastic times full of passion with these top players in their times, in their peak. That was great for our brand to add the value and connect emotionally with our audience. We have evolved as everything evolves. Now we are a multinational company. We are present in 9 countries and we operate 7 different brands. So our strategy has also evolved. So we have very strong tier 1 properties, assets in every country to connect with the local audience. And we combine that with international global assets as well. And maybe I give you some examples. People don't know, but Plaza Amador is the champion of Panama League. You don't know, but for the locals are very important. So we're their main sponsor. In Mexico, you have Club Tigres that we are main sponsors as well. They just were playing the finals here for the Mexican League. So, top team in the country. Universitario in Lima from Peru, they also won the championship. The number 1 historically club in Peru was Alianza. We are main sponsor of those. And we combine those with an international club that provides also additional values and aspirational values to our brand. And we are partnership with Liverpool Football Club. I don't know if you heard of North London.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Great team. So this emotional connection, it's almost like a religious connection when it's about
especially in England,
England and Liverpool. So yeah, it is important. It will probably be important, but you have to be very selective also on which assets you want to relate your brand with. And
what do you look for in a partner? Is it just kind of a broad alignment with the same values, the same goals?
Definitely values. Obviously, Liverpool are red like we are, but that's not the most relevant. No, they are values. The history behind a club, the way the fandom relates with the club and sees the club, and being attached to that, and being able to provide to the club some of our offering and some of our excitement around the games. And connecting with the audience, it adds a lot of value.
Do you have a dream partner that you'd like to work with? You could say Liverpool.
Let's keep it this way. Our dream partner is Liverpool, and this is where we are.
Nice.
That's where we wanted to be, and Anfield is our cathedral.
Yeah. The tight regulation in Spain and Italy, I mean, across Europe, Can you tell me how important it is to have a cross-channel presence, especially in the wake of new regulations?
Cross-channel, it's in our veins. We are originally land-based DNA, obviously expanding and accelerating digital everywhere. But we have these roots, and omni-channel has been from the very beginning our position in the market wherever we go. And land-based provides us with visibility, with brand recognition, with trust for our audiences, and a touching point where we can cross-sell with our customers on both channels. It is a fact that omni-channel audiences have higher value than single channel audiences. So we take advantage of that, we leverage that. And as you were pointing, in Italy or in Spain, where we have a restrictive legal framework in terms of advertisement, this has helped us navigating in this challenging context in a very effective way. I would even say that has allowed us to even gain market share in both countries, even though there was these restrictions.
With the tighter marketing restrictions, how can you stay visible to bettors?
Listen, we need to have a strong brand, which we have built across the years, and the land base is a very powerful way to project your brand and project trust to our customers. Customers at the end of the day, and competition is huge. Markets sometimes are saturated with lots of brands, and customers, and this is what we see, try to go to those brands that give them the trust, that they know they can go to a physical place, and if they have any issues, any problems, whatever they want to do, interact with real people. So they appreciate that, and that gives us the extra trust.
And when this is looking well into the future, but by 2030, what do you expect the industry to look like, and what do you expect ICE to look like?
2030.
2030.
Wow, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. 2030. It goes quick, but it's intense. Listen, in terms of the industry, I'm sure the industry is going to be very healthy. The industry has been growing steady, 2-digit, 10-12% for the last years annual growth. Experts say they're going to keep on growing at a healthy 12%. I don't know, 2030 they probably beat the 200 billion or something, because it's very healthy, and that's good also for ICE and iGB, because you guys are going to be there taking advantage of that, doing great job. If I had to focus on Sportium, we have very ambitious plans. We want to continue the job we're doing at the moment, and we see us being a top player, international player, which we are now, but even stronger. And related to LATAM, I would say being number one LATAM player. This is how I see it.
And when we hopefully speak at ICE next year, what do you hope Sportium has achieved in that year?
We're very proud of the spaces we have here representing us, but maybe larger spaces, maybe continuing with the job we've done. At the end of the day, something we're proud also, and we hopefully will be able to state next year, is that we are 100% regulated. 100% of our revenues come from regulated jurisdictions. And also we are extremely compliant with all sort of the regulations where we are. Also with not only with the gambling regulations, with the tax regulations, and gambling care as well. We are extremely high standards on everything we do.
Great. Thanks so much for your time, Alberto.
Thank you very much for
doing.